Hey guys, it's Larry O'Connor, Larry from Town Hall. Thank you for finding me over here on my personal channel. And please like and subscribe because I've got some brand new, all original content coming really soon that we're going to be churning out every single day right here on this channel, separate from my Town Hall channel. So like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Charlamagne the God. Why do we have to call him that? What's his real name? This nationally syndicated radio host who tries to put himself out there as the spokesperson for young Black America. He appeared on The View, and the subject of hypocrisy with Joe Biden's Hunter Biden pardon came up. And then a throwdown happened with Whoopi Goldberg on one side, Sonny Hostin on the other, and they were all going against Charlamagne. But he held his own. Let's take a look.
A lot of this conversation about President Biden getting criticized from both sides of the aisle for pardoning his son Hunter after repeatedly saying he would never do it. And a lot of people are saying that it's hypocritical, et cetera, as if the other side doesn't do it. But what's your reaction to it?
I mean, I think all of the criticism is valid because, Democrats stand on this moral high ground all the time. And, they act so self-righteous. The reality is he didn't have to say anything in regards to, whether or not, his son wanted to be pardoned. He could have said, hey, man, I'm not focused on that right now. But since they were calling Trump a threat to democracy and they were saying that, nobody's above the law, but they were speaking about him, that's what they were running on. So when he kept saying things like, nobody's above the law, I respect, the jury's decision in regards to my son, he didn't believe that. But he didn't have to volunteer that lie to begin with.
Listen, this is an argument that they've been having earlier this week. We've already discussed, but I just want to emphasize something that Charlamagne just said, because he is 100% right there. We talked about this all during this past year's presidential campaign. When Biden was running for president and when Kamala Harris was running for president, the last thing they did, the thing they never did, the thing that was completely absent from their campaigns was standing in front of the American people saying, I have a great track record. The last 4 years have been fantastic. The economy is humming along. National security has never been better. The border is secure. Crime is down everywhere. And we have great respect and standing in world affairs as there's peace and prosperity in our time. See, they never said any of that. They couldn't say anything like that. They couldn't say that the economy was great. They couldn't say that America was more prosperous. They couldn't say that they had even brought peace and unity and healed the nation after divisive years. All that stuff that they said they were going to do. They couldn't say any of that. They had a horrible record to run on. They couldn't make the case as to why you should vote for them. All they could do was say, Trump is awful. Trump is a felon. Trump is a criminal. Trump is a racist. Trump is a sexist. Trump is a fascist, and he's Hitler, right? The entire campaign was attacking Donald Trump. And as they attacked Donald Trump, especially with the lawfare, especially with the 37 felony convictions and all of that crap, they had to also preen. They also had to sanctimoniously said, no one is above the law. We are Democrats and we respect the rule of law. That's what makes us different. If for nothing else, vote for us because we embrace the rule of law and the sanctity of the Justice Department. It is pristine and it is perfect. Trump is trashing it and saying that it's politicized, but it's not. In fact, we are so pristine and we have such a respect for the law that even with Hunter Biden's legal problems, Joe Biden will not use his pardon power to get him off the hook because that's how much we respect the rule of law. Now, all Charlamagne just said there was, listen, all he had to do was say nothing. He didn't have to say anything about a pardon, but no. He stood up there and act holier than thou, and he says, this is who we are, this is what makes us different. That's the crux of his argument, and he's 100% right. Now, listen to Whoopi Goldberg. Watch her completely miss the point and equivocate all of it and basically prove the point. Because her entire argument is, well, they're corrupt, so it's about time we did it too. Watch.
You don't know that it was a lie. We don't know why he changed
You really think he just changed his mind over Thanksgiving weekend all of a
No,
sudden?
I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he changed his mind because he got sick of watching everybody else get over. And this is just my feeling, because at some point you get to the place where you just go, So I'm just going to follow the straight and narrow always, because that's what's expected of Democrats.
But that's their fault. They're the ones that go out. They're the ones that go out there and they stand on this moral high ground. Listen, they don't have to do that.
I'm a Democrat. Tell me what the moral high ground is.
The moral high ground is nobody's above the law. I respect what the jurors are saying. He don't have to do that.
So we're mad at him because he changed his.
Oh, no. By the way, I'm not mad at him.
When Joe Biden does something, everybody clutches their pearls. He's wrong.
Nobody
he lied.
Donald Trump.
So again, I hate to repeat myself, but apparently it needs to be repeated. You know, how come when Joe does this, everyone gets upset, but when Trump does it, it's okay? Well, you have literally spent the last 8 years screaming at the top of your lungs that Trump is a corrupt fascist criminal. And all Joe Biden has now just done is said, well, yeah, me too. And you seem to be fine with it. So why is that hard for her to understand? Well, I'll tell you why it's hard for her to understand. Because if you go back and watch what she just said, the entire basis and foundation of her morality was revealed. She said, you know, you're walking the straight and narrow and everybody else is getting away with it. So you kind of understand why they go ahead and break the rules too. Well, that's an incredible view of morality. First of all, it's completely warped and a lie because Joe Biden is a career crooked politician. It just so happens that his son got caught with his hand in the cookie jar this one time. There's a reason why that pardon goes all the way back to 2014, right? But let's buy the premise for a second. Let's accept it. That Joe Biden has been pure as the virgin, pristine snow for the last 50 years. And finally, after seeing Donald Trump and Republicans get away with it, he decided he wanted to get away with it too. Well, is that morality? Is it really? Is that what you say to your kids? Kids, I don't want you stealing. All right? It not only is it against the law, but it's against the 10 Commandments. And even if you can get away with it, even if no one's watching, well, God is watching. And that's why you don't do it. Because it's an offense, and it's an offense to the Lord. So don't do it. See, that's morality. But what Whoopi Goldberg just articulated, what she would tell her kid is, all right, if you're at the store and everyone's shoplifting and they all get away with it, you can go ahead and shoplift too. Because you shouldn't be the only one who follows the rules. That's her morality. And when you understand, as she just articulated, that is her perspective, her worldview on morality, then everything else makes sense, I suppose. Thanks again for watching this video from Town Hall. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel, the Larry O'Connor channel, because we've got some brand new original content coming that you're going to love. Live streams as well as videos on a daily basis. Tons of it that I know you'll like. So subscribe. And again, thanks a lot for watching.